told me that her job was to nurture the souls of the employees. One firm I visited sponsors weekly meditation sessions for its employees to make them more focused. Tech companies often hire executive coaches who serve as what one human resources director described as spiritual advisors to senior leaders. These spiritual advisors train executives in spiritual practices that help them align their work with their calling in life. The benefits packages at several companies I spent time at include the time and funds to allow employees to attend spiritual and religious retreats. Some firms have dedicated positions such as Chief Spiritual Officer and Chief Mindfulness Officer to manage their employees. In many tech workplaces, meditation rooms are as common as the iconic ping pong table. What's more, companies are actively bringing religion, particularly Buddhism, to their employees. One firm I visited sponsors weekly Dharma talks, where employees meditate and reflect on the teachings of the Buddha. Google sponsors Search Inside Yourself, a program that brings in Buddhist teachers to teach Googlers meditation, which employees affectionately call church. The tech giant Salesforce invited over 30 monks from Plum Village, the order of the famous Buddhist leader Thich Nhat Hanh, to chant and teach at the meetings of their annual conferences in 2017 and 2018. At companies such as LinkedIn, Buddhist virtues such as compassion and mindfulness are celebrated as part of a company culture that supposedly gives them a competitive advantage. The workplace, one tech executive told me, is the hotbed of spirituality in Silicon Valley. It is easy to dismiss all this as simply part of the strange antics of a unique, privileged enclave. Media depictions remind us that Silicon Valley is not the real America. And there is some truth to this. Not many American firms, after all, have unlimited vacation, celebrity chefs, pets at work, and Buddhist monks as consultants. While the rest of corporate America is slaving away in colorless cubicles, Silicon Valley tech workers are getting massages, meditating, and playing foosball at work, we are told. But tech workers in Silicon Valley are not so different from highly skilled professionals in other parts of the country. In surveys, when asked what brings their lives meaning, Americans point to their jobs and careers just as frequently as they do their children and grandchildren. Companies in other sectors and in regions of the country far from Silicon Valley are also trying to attend to their employees' spiritual needs with an eye on the bottom line. Firms such as Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and Walmart have hired chaplains to help workers deal with spiritual issues. Not only Google, but also companies such as Aetna, General Mills, and Goldman Sachs are teaching Buddhist spiritual practices such as mindfulness to optimize employee performance. Silicon Valley helps us to see a broader trend, one that has eluded scholars of work and religion alike. Subtly, but unmistakably, work is replacing religion. Over the past 40 years, work has extracted ever more of the time and energy of highly skilled Americans, crowding out other commitments, especially religion. In 1990, only 8% of all Americans claimed no religious affiliation. Today, nearly a quarter of them do. The number of religious nuns has risen fastest in places like the Bay Area that have a large, high-skilled population. But numbers can lie. As we shall see, high-skilled professionals haven't abandoned religion. Instead, they are looking to the workplace to slake their thirst for belonging, identity, purpose, and transcendence. More and more, companies have become America's new temples, churches, mosques, and synagogues. Work has become a spiritual practice that inspires religious fervor. People are not selling their souls at work. Rather, work is where they find their souls.